Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Seb, back again for another video. And I realize I haven't done one of these kind of videos in a while where I just sit and talk to you guys. And Nico and Kevin aren't with me right now because they're off doing some grand adventure, leaving me off on my own lonesome self. But whatever, I don't know. It's fine. So right now it's just us. And I like doing these kind of videos, TGYK Topics, just because it's a way to, I guess, for you guys to get to know the people on the channel like me, Kevin, and Nico, as well as talk about some topics that I think are really awesome. And one of the biggest topics that I've always wanted to cover is how to get into cosplay. So for those that don't know, I've been shooting cosplay videos for almost about 4 years. And it's one of those things that's really gotten me invested in the whole cosplay and convention community and the scene. And I'll be heading to Dragon Con this year, and I'm just gonna keep checking out some cons, and I'd love to check out more. If you have any recommendations for what conventions I should check out, please leave some in the comments. I'd love to see them. But yeah, I'm gonna jump right into the topic today. So one of the things that I've always heard was when people have seen me film and I'm doing my thing, I show people my cosplay music videos, like, oh, that's so cool. Like, I love that Fate Zero cosplay that I saw in that one, 3 minutes and 24 seconds. And someone says, these costumes are so cool. I really wish that I could get into it. I wish that, I've always wanted to get into cosplay. I've thought about it, but I don't know where to start. And it's not the first time I've heard that. So I just like to give like my 2 cents about how to get into the cosplay scene, just how to start cosplaying in general. I don't cosplay as much as I used to, but when I first started, I'll tell you guys a little story. So my very first costume that I made was held together by hot glue, safety pins, and electrical tape. I was dressed up as Ash Ketchum from Pokemon, and it was pretty much, I went into a thrift store, found a blue shirt, not even like a button one, a blue t-shirt. I found a white dress shirt, cut off the sleeves, cut a line down the center of the blue shirt, hot glued the white sleeves to the blue t-shirt, and I found a red hat that looked close enough to be Ash Ketchum. And that was my very first costume. It wasn't pretty, it wasn't an amazing costume, but fun fact, I still have it, and it's lasted me up until now. So that's one of the things. A lot of the misconceptions I hear sometimes is that you need a lot of money to cosplay, but really that's not the case. You can use whatever stuff you have lying around. You can repurpose some old clothes. You can really find ways to get creative. And that's the fun part about cosplaying. Finding ways to really use what you have around you and making something new out of it that you never thought you could. Like an Ash Ketchum costume out of 2 random shirts. Who knew? And the other obstacle sometimes I hear people telling me about getting into cosplay and just going into convention is because they go up to these things and they say, it's really cool, but everyone seems to be in their friend circles. I don't really know anyone. Like, how do I get into this whole cosplay scene thing when I don't really have any friends or I don't have anyone to go with? But really, that's one of the main reasons why we even have cosplay and conventions in general, is just because when you go to these events, you go to a Comic-Con, you go to an Anime Con, you go to a gaming convention, there are places for you to meet other people and to really branch out of your comfort zone and get to know other people so you guys can get excited about cosplay together. Yeah, friendship. And it's really one of the reasons why I'm still attending conventions. It's because, yes, the guests are cool. Yes, the merch is awesome. And yes, sometimes there is a lot of fun. Well, actually, most of the times there's a lot of cool art, and get to know artists. Artists are really awesome at conventions. But all of that stuff will always be there at a convention. The art, the guests, the merch. But really, it's the connections you guys make with whoever you meet at a convention is what really helps form those kind of relationships and friendships with other people. And they let you keep coming back because conventions are a way to reconnect with the friends you made at the last convention. And you can say, hey, are you going to that anime convention? It's cool. I'll be heading to that, comic book convention in about 6 months. I'll see you there. Maybe we can cosplay something together from the same series. I don't know. And that's the other thing I've always heard about is if I want to get into cosplay, what should I do? What should I pick? And sure, if you want to cosplay the newest and hottest, the greatest, trendiest, whatever, League of Legends, Overwatch, that's cool too. That's totally fine. If you want to cosplay what's popular, that's fine. If you want to cosplay something that's kind of a bit more obscure and only really a few people know about, that's fine. If you want to cosplay something entirely stupid and it's based off a meme and you only really do it to make you and your friends laugh, that is also just fine. And that's the beauty, that's the fucking beauty about cosplay, is you can really zero in on what you like, your fandom, your shared fandoms with your friends, and find something that, you know, connects all you guys together. Whether it be you guys all finished Voltron one day and you're thinking, hey, let's get a group together, let's start a group cosplay. And that's the beauty about it. One of the things I also like to tell people that ask me how do I get into cosplay is that it's really just once you kind of get out of your comfort zone, once you take the time to really wear a costume and commit to it, you start to build a bit more of that confidence, because once you're in that outfit, you are that character, or at least, you know, it's fun to play as that character. Say, for example, normally you're not as outgoing, you're a little bit shy, you have a tendency to stay away from big crowds, that's fine. But when you find a costume like, I don't know, Wonder Woman or someone that is, you know, strong and powerful, and then that's your kind of outlet to embody these virtues that the character stands for, whether it be confidence, strength, inner strength, and those are the things that kind of carry into you. And it's a really cool thing, because I was a shy kid before, but I always had a tendency to dress up as Batman when I was younger, and I was a huge fan of the Batman animated series as well as the Adam West series. And as I had this costume on, I was just thinking, oh my God, I'm Batman, I could talk to anyone. And if for those people that are worried that you don't always have the confidence, or you're worried about striking up conversations with total strangers, costumes with masks, totally useful. You slap that sucker on and everyone just kind of assumes that you're smiling all the time. Or like, for example, when I was making my Iron Man suits out of foam floor mats, which took me about 2 months, but it was totally worth it, because once you're on the convention floor, once you're there in your super dope costume that you spent X amount of hours on, whether it's, you know, you planned it several months in advance or you finished the night before, once you're actually on the floor, there is this overwhelming amount of like strength and confidence you feel in yourself when you think all these people like love taking your photos. Someone goes up to you, say, hey, I love your costume, like you look amazing. Those moments are amazing, and that's one of the reasons why I always see my friends coming back to cosplay, coming back to conventions, just because they love that feeling of, I made this, I am wearing this amazing outfit. And you might start to find that there are certain things that you really enjoy about cosplay, because cosplay is such a huge kind of craft and huge hobby. So you can find areas that you really enjoy, like prop making, armor crafting, doing needlework and working with fabric, working with different types of materials, molding. There's so many different areas that you could practice, that you could challenge yourself in. And really, it all comes down to, what do you want to do? What is your fandom? What do you like to celebrate? And once you find that and you find a good group of friends, really there's nothing stopping you from enjoying your time at a convention. So again, to reiterate how to get into cosplay, really it's just putting yourself out there, find a good group of friends that you can really celebrate your fandom in, and amidst all the haters, amidst all the naysayers that say you're too whatever, you're too old, you're too young, you're too big, you're too small to cosplay this character, that should not matter. What matters is that you love what you do and you are proud of it. Because at the end of the day, the reason why it's called cosplay is because you take the words costume and you take the word play, put them together, and you get that word of cosplay. And what I've always said, and my piece of advice for a lot of people that I've talked to about, never forget the word play in cosplay. Anyways, thanks again for watching. Let me know if you guys want to hear more TGYK topics, where I can talk about other things in cosplay, or I can talk about videography, how I make some of the videos, the process behind them, and some of the short skits that we do on the channel. And I've been trying to do more of these getting to know us type of videos. Maybe one day it'll be Kevin, one day it'll be Nico, or it could just be me again. But before we go, I just wanted to give a special shout out to the sponsor of today's video, which is Cosplay Sky. They were awesome enough to send me a JoJo Bizarre Adventure Jotaro costume, which is super awesome. Fits me nicely because it is tailored, because I sent my measurements in, and it was great. And really comfy. But yeah, let me know if you guys want to see more, and if you're looking to get into cosplay, once again, feel free to use the promo code TGYK10 to get 10% off Cosplay Sky. Thanks again for you guys sending the costume, super awesome. But anyways, I'm that guy you know. If you don't know, now you know. Happy cosplaying. See you guys next time. Bye-bye. Let's do it. Let's do it. And you might find and you start, wow, I can't talk right now. And hopefully, good cosplay, happy cosplaying. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. Why am I doing that?